Hi again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Capitol Talk, sponsored by the Dicor Corporation. I'm Rick Kessler, and with me, as always, is Sherman Goldenberg. And joining us today is Danny Hest and Stephen Hileman from Roadpass Digital. I almost said Togo RV, but that's actually one of the reasons why they're joining us is Togo RV just recently rebranded into Roadpass Digital. Speaking for Sherm, maybe a good opening question would be, explain to us what you guys do. What is Roadpass Digital?
Sure, Rick. Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here. So Roadpass Digital is a collection of digital brands, and we're really focused on educating and connecting everybody to the power of road tripping, the power of camping, and the power of RV.
With that, you have several different brands underneath you. Maybe Stephen, you can take this one, but a quick rundown of what those brands are.
Yeah, so today we have four primary brands. Roadtrippers, who does trip planning for cars and RVs. Campendium, which is a recent addition, which is into campground reviews and cell phone service quality for campsites. We have Togo RV, which is that RV vehicle companion app with must-have features like RV GPS navigation. And then we have RVillage, which is the largest social network for RVers. Big community of close to 500,000 RVers.
A major step forward, I can tell in reading through this, but in a general sense for our viewership, what is this position you are taking in the retail market? So
the way that we look at ourselves is we want to be the advocate and the indispensable resource of the consumer. There are lots and lots of different ways to get information and to find tools, but we found that there are not lots of great ways to bring those experiences together. And what we're trying to do is build the ecosystem to make it seamless and very easy for people to discover how to camp, learn how to operate their RV, and just get much more comfortable with the lifestyle. So that's our position. We're not selling RVs. We are not, we're really just focused on user experience and trying to be the indispensable companion.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, and that's really, in a simplistic form, that's the reason for the rebranding to Roadpass Digital, correct?
Yeah. So our company's evolved quite a bit over the last several years. So we're about 4 years old. I've been here almost 3 years now. And in that time, we started out as Roadtrippers and a couple of other applications that were focused on a bunch of different things. And we had a hypothesis that we wanted to build this app called Togo RV that was going to be the one ring that rules them all, the ultimate RV app. What we've discovered is that that's really hard to build just a single app to do all of that, because there are so many distinct features that are very complex and nuanced to build out a really great user experience. And as we started developing that ourselves, we realized, hey, there are some things that we're really good at. And then there are some other players out there that are operating on a shoestring budget and making it work and really building up great user experiences and have huge audiences. And if we can bring them under the fold and start working together, we could accelerate a lot of their growth. So that's when we started looking at businesses like RVillage. We made an acquisition of Overnight RV Parking. And then we also most recently closed on the deal with Campendium to bring them under the fold as well. And as we did that, it became very apparent that this one app to rule them all strategy is really not the way that it's going to go, and it didn't really make sense anymore to call the company Togo or Togo Group. And Stephen can tell you how many times we've gotten communications asking us if we're to go. There are many other pronunciations we've heard over the years. And the one thing that we realized throughout all of this is that the single kind of thread, the single path that united everything was that we wanted to make it very easy to set up an account and to use that with every single app. So you can set up your profile once, you come in, you set up your RV once, and then all of the apps will know you And for example, very soon you'll be able to log into Roadtrippers, and it will give you a customized, tailored experience that's really unique just for your RV. Same thing for Campendium, same thing for RVillage in the future. So that's the idea behind it, is that Roadpass, the account, is really the through line for everything that we're doing, and we wanted to change the company name to reflect that.
Excellent.
It's changing rapidly. What we're watching here, like much of the world lately, in fact, changing all. You've got an announcement. Speaking of changing, about this whole deal. We'll go ahead and if you would make that, let us know what's in the works.
Stephen, you want to take this one?
Yeah. So we've, realizing that all 4 of these apps, 5 of these apps with overnight RV parking, add a lot of value collectively. We had previously been selling different subscriptions for Togo RV or RVillage or Campendium or Roadtrippers. They all had their own different subscription product. We're actually rolling out a product called RoadPass Pro, which will be a membership that includes all of the premium access to all of those apps. We'll always have free versions of those apps available for people who are just learning or only have small requirements. But the RoadPass Pro membership, which is new, gives people the ability to buy a singular membership that has access to all of the suite of premium features from all of our products. And at a really affordable price. So, which is $49.99 a year for RVers. It really is a no-brainer value, and we're super excited about the prospect of offering that to consumers, of offering that to folks who don't know where to start, because there's a sea of apps out there, and we're hoping that our ecosystem gives them the ability to just have a really much more simple approach to figuring out how to camp, how to use their rig, how to communicate with other RVers.
We'd be remiss not to mention, by the way, that, and I'm reading now, RoadPass Digital is a technology joint venture between Thor Industries and Tourism Holdings Limited. Thor being the world's largest RV manufacturer, but as you were telling us off the record, it's not a Thor only product.
That's correct. Yeah. So Thor has been an incredible investor and really sees the longer term vision and the benefit of creating a really great digital ecosystem that didn't really exist. So they've been our biggest champions to go out and say, we believe in what you're doing. We believe in the vision. And the nuance that you alluded to is that we're not just building products for Thor customers. Obviously, Thor has many customers. We want to reach them, and that certainly could be an advantage for us as we launch our products. But we're building products that are open to all, and we want to try to be as inclusive as possible. So they're also very understanding and really supportive of that position as well.
Rick?
Well, we're running a little bit short on time, but I did want to ask one final. Oh, you go ahead, Sherm.
Well, I wanted to ask Danny about his office. Well, that's a really intriguing office you got there.
Yeah, it's also evolved over the years. It started as just this map. I have an affinity for maps. So when I moved into this house, I wanted to get the biggest map up on the wall as possible. And then I've added some things over time. Over here, this is a goodbye gift from my team at Expedia. I spent 10 years between Orbitz and Expedia. My alma mater's up there. There's a very small Ted Lasso memento over there that my wife gave me recently. Voltron is something that we talk about a lot internally because we have all these different apps that are coming together to weave into this great experience. That's something from my childhood that I think is very memorable for the team. And then this painting is something that I look at almost every single day. It's reminding me to try to see the entire field view, especially during the COVID period, where everybody's been challenged in thinking about, how do you survive and how do you evolve in order to roll with the ocean, with the flow.
So let me ask, let's finish off with just this one last question. As you mentioned, it's only been a short few years that Roadtrippers Roadpass Digital has been around. Enormous amount of growth in that short amount of time. What's the message to the industry? We're going to have all kinds of people watching this, and what's your message to them?
Yeah, I think the really unique thing and the really exciting thing to us about Roadtrippers is that it has an enormous audience. We announced a few months ago that we'd surpassed 5 million registered users. Roadtrippers has been at it for quite a while, and we always knew that there were lots and lots of RVers within that audience. And what we've done recently is we've made it a lot better for RVers, and we're going to continue down that path. The test that we did is that we created RV-friendly routing directly on Roadtrippers. So if you go there right now and you have an RV, you can set up a trip that's actually much more tuned for an RV trip than just an auto trip. And the response to that has been so great that we're now building in our RV GPS feature into Roadtrippers directly. And we're also building step-by-step itinerary planning directly into Roadtrippers. I'm thrilled about that because I've always thought that Roadtrippers was an incredible asset for us. It was a bit underutilized. And I think it's going to be a really great experience for users because the UI is very, very easy to use. And if we can take that experience and make it powerful for RVers and route people safely, I think that could be a really great addition to the digital landscape. So that's our goal. That's what we're going to be shooting for the next several months. It should be exciting to watch.
And the company as a whole, it sounds like the message is stay tuned, more to come.
Yeah, we're constantly evolving. We've really started to hit our stride on this concept of having a free service that's open to everybody. And then we've had a lot of success selling subscriptions, which we're now turning into this broader membership. And we're going to look to try to get better and better and make that value proposition stronger for users. We're very, very customer focused. And I think that's an exciting place to be in the space right now. It's kind of an unprecedented time, as you know. So trying to just listen to the customer, let them tell us what to do. I don't think we can go wrong.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And both of you, we appreciate the heck out of it.